So today we will speak about the invisible line and how this line holds so much influence in our life. And what sparked this discussion was a conversation I had not too long ago, where an individual was like, man, life is hard. Why is it so complicated? And what I found out while we had this conversation was that it was a decision that needed to be made. And the person already made the decision. What this person was deeming uncomfortable and complicated was actually acting on it and not knowing what would happen afterwards. So it's like this invisible force is influencing this person not to act, right? And I thought of a practice which has been around for a minute, right? Nothing new. That pretty much bring this invisible line to awareness where you can see it. And all it takes is the simple practice of something we do every day, take a shower, right? But this time you're gonna be very conscious of everything about this shower. You're gonna start with the temperature you always start with, more than likely something warm or hot. Observe how easy it is for you to move in and out of this water at this temperature. Observe the thoughts that come to mind as you stand in this water. Everything is conscious. We're very intentional about this shower. Then when you finish washing up, I want you to turn the shower head down so the water no longer touches you. And turn that temperature of that water down to its coldest point and stand back. Don't even let the water hit you. Stand out of the water. And as you stand there, feel that coldness. But you're still very observant. What are you thinking now? What's coming to mind as you face this cold water? Attempt to walk in it. Observe. Is it as easy as walking in that warm water? Or is there some hesitation there? If it's hesitation, observe the hesitation. And there you go. That invisible line has shown itself. What we want to find is they're sitting there, especially for me, when I first started, it's just trying to amp yourself up to actually step in the water. It's just the thought of the discomfort is paralyzing. It's like this invisible line is there. But nothing has changed. Only the temperature. Just like you was capable of easily walking in that warm water and there was no restrictions, well, still, there is no restrictions. But that invisible line is very influential. And next thing you know, you sitting there for like 5 minutes and still ain't stepped in the water. Like you still ain't stepped in. The mind thinking all types of things. Not wanting to rush to that discomfort. And you observing all of this during this experience. Whether you step in the water or not, I know some people, it might not be suitable to step in cold water. But for the ones that it is suitable, at some point you get to that point where you cross this invisible barrier. It becomes symbolic. And as you notice this line that has arisen because of this discomfort known as cold water, in this example, take that practice and just apply it to life. Being ever conscious and ever aware of when this line starts to rise. Thus realizing when you are stopping yourself. It's not that it's hard and life is complicated. Sometimes it ain't about what's going on out there. Sometimes it's that invisible line that you can't see that has so much influence that it stops you from acting. You find some reason to justify why you didn't take action. You come up with a million reasons why you didn't do it. But they all excuses. You know it, I know it. We all do it. But it's time to bring this invisible line to awareness and to be master.